creative continuity. We bring the convention to you.
I'm Harold, and I'm here with Lin Shaye, star of Insidious 1, 2, and soon to be 3. Were there any freaky occurrences on set from just from this whole experience?
I don't really think there were any really freaky experiences on set. It's freaky enough,
Right.
just in general, when you have people running around that look as scary as they do in the films. And but I think in general, there was nothing I can pinpoint as being, like a supernatural moment or anything. Mostly it's telling your story and creating fear that the people watching the film are going to feel. They should be having the supernatural experience more than we do with what we create, hopefully. But it was pretty, it's a job, you do your job, but it's also filled with kind of the magic of your own emotions and telling the story. It was really fun. Lee Winnell, who directed for the first time, it was his first time directing, even though he wrote the first 3. James Wan directed the first 2, and this is Lee's first time directing. And he has written all 3, and he was amazing. Any supernatural experiences probably had to do with Lee, being imaginative and sort of magical in his own way on his set. He was really a fantastic director, and he created an atmosphere of fear, really, in a way, by being emotionally available for everything we would ask him, and also he acted in the film as well.
So you're leaving set, there's no, wake up in the middle of the night, grab something to drink in the kitchen, there's no no looking over your shoulder?
Well, I won't say that. I've had my own things, that went on, in various ways. I always say, when people ask me if I believe in the supernatural or I believe in the spirit world, I totally believe in everything, because there is so much we know so little about. And I believe in energy for sure. And I've had moments at my house where I went, was that my cat that ran by? No, but both my cats are over there. Or, just moments of wondering for a moment. It'll click you into that space of the unknown, which has fear attached to it. I think we're afraid of what we don't know.
Right.
And the unknown is a slippery slope, because it opens your imagination to what might be there. So it's an interesting kind of combination. You don't really know if you're making it up in your head because of a fear factor of the unknown, or whether something really has occurred. So I've had my occurrences. I won't necessarily elaborate, but because they're kind of personal. But there's, I believe in everything.
Now, how was it for you preparing for this role?
Preparing for the role was always fun, but difficult and emotional. This is a very emotional story, for Elise in particular.
Right.
I love my work. I do preparation. I do think a lot about what I need for the scene that I think will fill in the spaces of what's happened before and what's going to come later. I really chart my character as best I can before I even start. And so I kind of know what I want from myself for the scene. And, as an actor, you hope you get there. I'm not the actress who can, chit-chat and come out and, hey, how on? And then come in and then do a really emotional scene where I'm seeing someone for the first time. I really need to focus. And so it's challenging and fun.
What can we expect to see from Insidious 3 that we didn't see in the previous 2?
You can expect to see a lot more of who Elise is. It's really a story that is my origin story. They're calling it an origin film because it takes place before the first 2 movies. And actually, if you see this movie now, it doesn't matter whether you've seen 2 or 3, because this is the beginning for Elise. And you meet her at a very sad and dark place in her life. And the film is about loss in particular. It's still total entertainment, has all the wonderful, juicy, scary stuff that you're going to look for on a date. So I say, you got to bring somebody whose hand you want to hold and whose lap you want to sit in, because it's all good. You want to hang on to each other, and experience that in the theater is always fun. But there's other elements to this film that are a little bit different from the first 2, that are scary in a different way. And I think people are going to be, it's insidious, literally. There are things that are going to scare you about this movie you're going to take home with you and think about. So you're going to see an enriched version, in a way, of The Further. It's really scary. I mean, I was scared when I saw it and I knew what was coming. Go see this movie, guys. I'm telling you.